Yo, what to do, what to do, what to do. We're live. About to play some Hardcraft with San underscore gaming HD and Dgarv. And you'll have Broken Spider, aka NBA God, in the background from time to time. But other than that, we're pretty good. Let's have some fun. Come join. Oh yeah, because I went mining earlier. Our thing is gone.
What thing?
Basically our garden.
No way.
Look, all no, it's not gone like gone. I mean, like there's only the garden spots. Like everything else is going back to regular grass.
Oh, because we haven't what's named it yet.
We didn't put anything back. So what was I doing? I was coming to get food and I was going back to mining.
We gotta go grab grass.
If we are gonna talk about topics, we're gonna talk about Modern Warfare that has come out. So we all saw the trailer. We all did, right? Everybody saw the trailer.
Yeah, I did.
What is your guys' basic thinking on how the game's gonna be? Is it gonna be like a reenactment of all three warfares, like Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare, for Modern Warfare, COD 4 Modern Warfare with MW2 and 3, like an enactment from a piece from every single one? Or do you think it's just gonna be like taking place on one dude, like like Captain Price, or taking place on one character from the series?
I think what they're going to do is they're gonna bring back soap into the mixed category.
Soap's story was basic. Soap's story was basic, like Modern Warfare 3 or Modern Warfare 2.
Right, correct. But even then, like, even after all watching the trailer and stuff, like, it looks like what they're going to be doing is more of a just mixing it up a little bit, maybe giving the gamer an inside view on other operations that they did during most of the Modern Warfare.
Oh, like a background of all the Modern Warfares?
No, not per se, but hold on one second. What's up?
I don't know what this is.
It just
discard all charges. All charges will be discarded. What's it mean? It's just cancel and then.
just go ahead and cancel it. It's
okay.
If you're just like getting a number. Were you trying to delete the number, or are you trying to save it?
Just save it. Yeah.
Okay, so you just
I
press.
don't know how the hell I did that. That's what threw the other guy down.
This contact has more than one phone number / email address. If it says default correct. Alrighty, there you go. You're welcome. You're welcome. But no, back to what I was saying. So they're giving the gamer an inside depth view of maybe other missions that had taken place during Modern Warfare. So missions that you didn't get to see in the other Modern Warfares, they're gonna bring it. I think that's what they're gonna do, is bring back other missions that you weren't able to see. Captain Price being one of the main characters that did most of the Modern Warfares.
No, not Captain. It was based. I feel like it was. We all knew it was based around Soap and Captain Price's backstory, cause like.
Well, of course.
It was around. It was basically around Captain. It was, then they added other characters like Ramirez from MW2, and then Delta Force Frost from MW3. So like I feel like they're gonna. You think they're gonna go with a different storyline behind the whole Captain Price and Soap, or is it just gonna be?
I think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be more like all around type groups. So you know how you have the different groups when you were doing different missions, you know, because you weren't the same character every single one. You were in the eyes of two different characters during. You're in the eyes of different characters during most of the Modern Warfares, but. Even to be like, you know, like I said, you're not gonna just be only one character. I think they're gonna bring back Soap because I feel like there's more operations that had went on during Modern Warfare, during the Modern Warfare era, and they just haven't been able to, you know, express it as much as often. So that's why they're trying to give the gamers more of an I think they're gonna give the gamers more of an inside view to maybe solve up some questions that gamers had for a long time, and maybe just go ahead and do all that.
either that or it could be like before Soap died, do a bunch of flashbacks and play it as him in some of the missions that we didn't get to experience beforehand.
Right, right, and like I said, that's what I'm thinking that they're going to do. You know, I have no exactly, I don't have exactly the knowledge of knowing what they're going to do, even though you know they're a very great company that brought a very good game to players' views or eyes, or you know, however they want to approach the people who are purchasing the game. It'll be really nice to just, you know, see that, that they're bringing back something to kind of give us a new inside view on how the game looks and stuff like that. And the graphics already look amazing, so hopefully it's gonna live up to its expectations like they said they would. So.
Whereas BO4 was just a flop.
I hope I'm kind of hoping it's not a flop, because like it's been what, like 6 years since Infinite Infinity Warfare.
Infinite Warfare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been, and then I don't think it's gonna be.
I have high hopes that it's not gonna be much of a flop.
I'm kind of with you on that. I'm hoping it's not gonna be like fucking a different storyline like it was for Infinite Warfare and Advanced Warfare, where it just like cut off the whole story of what the fuck happened. With even though we basically saw what happened with Price, with Makarov, he had died. You had Soap die, so like what the fuck is next? Like, I'm pretty sure there's more enemies out there. The Delta Force, we don't know if the Delta Force is still alive, because you know how at the end,
like I said, they left a lot of hangers for viewers to, or for the gamers that were playing the games, to understand really, you know, what was going on back, you know, pre-tense, before everything was going on. So like a lot of cliffhangers that were left behind, and I think what they're gonna do is make sure that's all solved up, so you didn't feel like the game was just like trolling you to tell you basically like they're not gonna clear up anything, because obviously, like I said before, they made sure that different gamers, they had different games that came out, and they had different characters and stuff like that, and there's probably, like I said, there's probably many questions people have, and so hopefully that like they said, hopefully they live up to the expectations, solve all the questions during the gameplay, and hopefully it's not a big bust. But I feel like it's going to be a really good game. I'm really liking the squad thing that's coming out here with the game as well. It's based around cooperative, more like a Modern Warfare 2 type thing, when you were able to
play co-op campaign.
Right, co-op. Not co-op campaign.
But co-op like multiplayer in the special missions and all that shit.
The special missions is what I'm basically talking about. Yes, correct. Yeah, I'm kind of happy that they're bringing up squads for that 4-player one.
And and kind of along with it, they're doing the cross-platforming now, so.
Yeah, that's definitely
they're doing the cross-platforming.
I think it's gonna be amazing that how they did they're doing that along with many other different games. I think Epic Games is a really based company that does the cross-platform. So big shout out to them for allowing us to play with other consoles.
Yeah, but it's kind of well, let's go. Let's change the little topic a little bit and be like, is with the cross-platforming they're doing now with computers, Xboxes, and PC, or computer, Xbox, PS4, and Switch, with cross-platforming games like PUBG, Fortnite, and I think did they cross-platform with Blackout?
Yes.
I think they're cross-platform. So it's PUBG cross-platform, Fortnite cross-platform. Is cross-platforming good for like gaming-wise? Do you guys feel like it's kind of bad, knowing that like computer players have a better chance on because they're kind of quick to the ball, unlike analog users? or is it like kind of a new age of co-op gaming for people to make new friends and all this other stuff? I didn't mean to shoot. Let me get my arrow back.
Well, I say that it's actually it's a really good thing. You know, there's positives and negative outcomes of that question right there. You know, like yes, it is great that we get to play with more players out there. That games are actually being able to be cross-platform is amazing. You know, we live in a new age and world where like there's new tech. You know, people are making things, being able to, you know, like I said, Ubisoft and Microsoft and PC getting together, you know, to be able to form up and team up on different games is pretty cool. PC-wise, for advantages, yes, there's a lot of PC advantages towards different games. Most games, like you said, when you're playing games with your friends and stuff like that, it's all cool and ends. But I think what they should do is have a separate game mode for players that are playing cross-platform. So they stick with the bias of base to base. So if you're playing PlayStation and Xbox, you only play against PlayStation and Xbox players. You know, and if you're playing like PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, only Xbox and PC players should play together. You know, like keeping that basis mindset of
Yeah,
that. But,
like a, would you per se like for Fortnite for a good example, like they should, since you probably put like a you're in a party. Put it where you're in a party. You have an Xbox player, a PC player, and then you have a PlayStation player. Two PlayStation players, two PlayStation players, an Xbox player, and a computer player. Should there be a setting in their should there be in their settings, a way where you could choose where you want to play, if you want to play with computer players, if you want to play with Xbox users or play with PlayStation users? Should that like be implemented in new cross-platforming?
I'm gonna say that one's actually a pretty tough question right there. I'm gonna say just for the fact of it, just to make it seem abroad and not being withheld from the question. I think what they should do is that, you know, you should be able to decide what type of players you want to play around, but at the same time, like I said, you're still having that advantage point of PC players being able to take advantage of these console players, because due to the fact that they want to see that, you know, they want to see how they can test their abilities against them, and you know, like I said, like having that little advantage against console players, it kind of outweighs the console players, because you know it's not as reliable as, like, you know. So let's just case the scenario. So like you said before, two PlayStation players, one Xbox, one PC player. Now if you run into like in Fortnite, if you run into a whole squad of just base only PlayStation players, you might have more of an advantage than all four of those PlayStation players. But then at the same time, if you run into a four PC player game, like, you know, squad in Fortnite, you have a little to none chance, kind of is what I mean by that, because it's harder for you to try to fight those players due to the fact of their not their building abilities, but more of like their combat experience, etc. Like being able to move their mouse around a little bit faster than us console players moving our stick for us to be able. But basically, to answer that question, yes, there should be. I think there should be, like, maybe do a skill thing for that type of thing. Like if your squad like can go up against, like, you know, good players, then you know you should have an advantage of being able to set the like the adjustment for you playing with other with other players, it should be based on your skill level, not just only what you have in your squad.
Butler, what about you?
Well, I'll probably agree on what Sam just said right there. Pretty much just about 100%. I can't really put anything per se against that.
Like, based wise, like you say, putting anything against it, like putting, like saying Xbox users and or PlayStation, opposite console users are like, wouldn't say a negative to cross-platforming. It's just you wouldn't say like, well, fuck Xbox users. They're so fucking ass because of all this other because of they're quicker. They probably have hacks and all this other stuff compared to a PlayStation user or a computer user, whereas the computer user has more of a better chance of getting kills than a basic Xbox or PlayStation user, because they just use the mouse. It's kind of easy for them to maneuver compared whereas where you're on a controller.
Right.
I feel you. What did I just get?
I don't mean to tell you guys, but if you look on your right, or Butler, you look on your little bit right, and Force, you look all the way to the right, there's a little mini zombie that's in the water.
Oh.
He just disappeared. Never mind, he's gone.
And then, you know, back to the whole Modern Warfare thing with the squads thing.
No, he's right there.
Like a recall. Yep, there he is. But anyways, back to that. It's kind of like a recall back to Call of Duty Ghosts, because they have the exact same thing.
Yeah,
Right,
okay, that's kind of true though. Like, have we like witnessed? I just got another one. Holy shit!
What'd you get?
But back to, bro, I got 2 enchantment books from this spot only. I got enchantment book looting and piercing, 2 and 3,
Ooh.
and then I got flame protection, or flame 1 and protection 3 enchantment book.
Oh wow.
Back to what I was saying, a lot of the Call of Duties, whereas Ghost, Modern Warfare, even Black Ops 2 left us on a cliffhanger. So like, would it pertain to all the campaigns so far? Whereas Black Ops 1, well, Black Ops 1 and 2, I guess, like, if you think about it, its campaigns were linked, so it wouldn't per se like be, I guess it wouldn't be over if you think about it. Like, it did give you two options in Black Ops 2 where you could kill Harper and other shit.
Right.
But would it be like taking away from the cutoffs and integrating all the good campaigns into Modern Warfare 3 or Modern Warfare that's coming out?
Right.
So are you asking the question? Are you asking a question, or is it more of just explaining in detail?
That was just me. That was just me putting it into explanation. My question, my other question was, this is the last question on the Modern Warfare topic. What is the trailer putting to is overhyped? Is the trailer overhyping this Modern Warfare? Considering that most Call of Duty so far have like been since most Call of Duties from Black Ops 2 on forward have been kind of a disappointment.
Some of them were hits, some were misses. Put it that way.
I got you.
Kind of like, for instance, with a major miss, Infinite Warfare.
Yeah, you're right. It wasn't really, it was a huge miss because no one understood Well, not
It,
a miss campaign wise, would you say, or miss like the whole
it's
game overall?
major miss in that game for me is multiplayer.
Multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of feel the same way because like the multiplayer in every single the past ones like
They were decent, but not the best.
yeah, they weren't like you wouldn't say that would be like a game of the year or greatest hits. Like you walk into a damn Walmart or anything and see that they have like um the greatest hits on one of the aisles, and it you don't see that game on there. You look and you don't see that game in that section.
Right.
Zan, what do you think? Is it too overhyped? Like, is it overhyping like the other Call of Duties?
Honestly, I would say that, well, you know, first of all, Modern Warfare, this Modern Warfare that's coming out here soon, you know, like I said, it's portraying this. I feel like I said, I think what they're doing is they're going back into the old Modern Warfare, pulling more stories that weren't played through as you did in the other, you know, the first 3 Modern Warfares, and they're pulling different stories. So I think what the campaign's going to uphold itself with, you know, people being critics about, you know, just the campaign itself. More along the story of the multiplayer behind it was, you know, it was all right. You know, I personally I thought it was okay. You know, there's a lot of people on there that are very great players. I just, you know, happen to not be one of those great players, but no, I personally think the multiplayer is going to be actually pretty decent. They're not really overhyping those things. Now, like I said, in question of the squads being like more like Call of Duty Ghost Extinct, I don't think that personally will tie in with Modern Warfare. I think squads is going to be more like a you know, how they did in Advanced Warfare, where they had those, where you had not the Exos, like the Exos is obviously, of course, they're not going to be in there, but you know how like in the game where you could actually go in and play with your friends on this little squad split thing and get new weapons and stuff like that. More like a Modern Warfare 2 as well, when you could when you had those waves that you went up against. I think that's what they're gonna do for the squads, and it's gonna really look really nice. So I don't think that they're overhyping it with the trailer being out. I think actually it's gonna be a pretty good game. Just by looking at it, I think personally it's gonna be a great game.
All right. Changing topic. Modern Warfare coming out October 25th. Keep an eye out for it. I would say it's gonna be good. Next topic. Next topic. Courage JD 100 Thieves. Is it a good move for Courage or a bad move for Courage?
I think it's a great move.
I personally don't really entourage with Courage JD. Most of the Fortnite streamers. If I did really personally know Courage JD, which I really don't, I feel like maybe that might be a great move for Fortnite players. I think they're based off a new clan, if I'm correct, right?
Mm-hmm.
100 Thieves is new. Okay, so yeah, so for these streamers, the Twitch streamers out there, the YouTube streamers that are going in with 100 Thieves, they're making something new, you know, not the basic old FaZe clan, stuff like that. No shots at going out to FaZe or anything. It's just more like it's something new to start out with, you know, getting all these new hyped up Twitch streamers that are really good at the game, and, you know, shout out to all of them. Yeah, I think 100 Thieves is a good move probably for Courage JD to get to know the other streamers that are, you know, really good at the game as well. So,
Brother, what is your thinking on it?
I think it's a great move.
It's a great move.
Yeah, they're just not getting started, like San said. But then for them to add someone as like, I wouldn't say, I put them in the category of good Fortnite players of the caliber for JD. That's like wow.
It's a bit. Yeah, I agree. It's a wow move because like you hear courage. When you hear courage, you first think of, oh, Twitch. For the second time you think of courage, you think of how he plays with Ninja and all these other players. But then now when you hear courage, it brings up, oh shit, he's on 100 Thieves now. He's not just regular Courage JD who just is on Twitch 24/7. He's a part of a gaming company, a gaming streaming company that kind of does like competitions against other gaming companies like FaZe and these other ones. But I would honestly think it's a good move for Courage, because he does have the he has the talent for Fortnite wise. I wouldn't say in other games. I haven't seen him play other games because he's a Fortnite streamer. But I would say it was a good move. Next topic.
Ariana Grande?
No, fuck you. We'll go. Ooh, this is a good one because I'll just pop this up on I popped this up on the E3 trend page because the E3 is coming out here soon. And I'm thinking about going. Borderlands 3.
Right, what I was gonna say. You stole it out my mouth.
Borderlands 3. Graphic wise, and gameplay wise.
It's going to live up to the old Borderlands. Both Borderlands were very great games. I'm personally a big fan of it, so I'm kind of geeking over it.
Go ahead.
I personally believe it's going to be a very great game due to the fact of it. I mean, great context, great gameplay, and it also is going to help us unsolve a lot of mysteries that, like I said, in most games they leave you with cliffhangers, like, you know, what happens to all these people after everything, you know, and like they did in Borderlands 2, where there was all these vaults that you're finding out about when you beat Handsome Jack, you know. Spoiler alert if you don't. I'm pretty sure if you haven't played the game by now, I'm sorry. I think you personally should have been playing it. Speaking of which, if you haven't played it, PlayStation of the Month, any PlayStation 4 users, it'll be out this coming up Tuesday. For free game of the month if you have PlayStation Plus, so definitely get that if you haven't played the game yet. No, so I think it's going to live up to its expectation. It's going to be a very great game.
Alright, Butler, go. What's your thinking on this? Well,
for me personally, I have never played the game. I'm going to try it out when the Handsome Collection does come out this upcoming Tuesday.
Excuse, pardon me, but I agree with saying I am low-key fan geeking, but like I played most of the Borderlands. I'm low-key trying to get the Handsome Jack collection. I've played both Borderlands 1 and Borderlands 2. Butler, I'm not really like hating on you for it, but like I think you should try it, bro. Once that shit comes out, like I would recommend it for you, because that game is like crazy with the co-op gameplay. Yeah, it's true.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I told Butler about it, and I was telling him how it's gonna be a pretty good game. He should get it, and he said he was gonna get it. So hopefully he likes it. You know, it comes with a great campaign, especially the co-op vision of it. A lot of great guns you can do. There's a little bit of glitches out there, you know, you can look up online personally for yourself. I know some personal glitches my own self. I've been playing that. I played that game so much that I basically know every step of how to get good weapons, how to farm things, you know, getting better, you know, how to do certain things that most people don't know how to do, you know. But I mean, like I said, I haven't just learned it from there. Most of YouTube knows how to do it. Like I said, there's very good weapons. The game is so broad. It's actually more than abroad. It's more like
if we were basing it, it's more than, it's like, it not, I wouldn't say it's like more than life. It's, if you had say about like $100 left, you had $100 left over, you basically had bought everything, and it came down to a few let me compare a good game. I won't say, nah, Fuck. Someone saying give me a good game.
To compare Borderlands to...
Yeah, to compare Borderlands to.
Borderlands. Co-op wise,
just any game, just any game.
Fallout.
Yeah, go ahead and say Fallout.
Yeah, if
we need to find out which one.
Nah, for any we'll go Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas. That was a hit of the year. The PlayStation's greatest hits. But then you have $100 left over, and it comes down to New Vegas and Borderlands 3. You would like literally have to not even just Borderlands 3, but like overall Borderlands. You would literally have to buy that game. Co-op wise, bro, that game goes crazy. It's like if you were mad, like no offense, but you get mad a lot because of stupid shit. And if it came down to like you were playing Fortnite or any other game and you got mad at that game, Borderlands would be the game. Borderlands would be a good game to like relieve like the hate of everything that happened in the last game. Like you could just go there and just play, bro. It's like a Destiny, but like more of like a more cartoon, not cartoonish, but it like better animated, not like a real life game for Borderlands like Destiny is, but like it's around that, just better graphics and better campaign.
Right, definitely. Like I said, definitely check that out. Borderlands coming up here in, what they say, September 2019?
September 2019.
Right, so definitely get your pre-order copy of Borderlands 3. I think if I have enough money, I'll probably go out and buy it. Most likely I will have enough money by that time, maybe not, I don't know. No idea yet. No idea yet. But
no
hopefully.
Idea.
Hopefully. But yeah, definitely is gonna be it's not gonna be a bust, like, you know, also, you know, like I said again, like we said for Modern Warfare, it's gonna also be cross-platform for PlayStation players and PC and Xbox players again, you know. So like I said, we're going into a new level of style playing.
New age of gaming.
New age of gaming.
So, like I said, shout out to Epic Games for starting most of that. So.
Next topic for the E3 thing. You guys have played Last of Us, right?
I've seen my brother play it, and he says it's a really good game.
I've seen people play it. I have never played it personally.
Let me see.
I need to get rid of some of these like axes that are really hurt.
See, anybody else get any other topics that we should come?
First of all, I need to figure out, we need a dispenser so I can dispense of these weapons and stuff.
I think a dispenser dispenses shit within it.
Yeah, I just need to dispense stuff. How do you make a dispenser?
Wait, are you still up? No wonder I haven't skipped. A dispenser, you need...
how to make a dispenser. You need,
okay,
a crossbow, you need, the red stuff, I don't remember what that is. Oh...
You got a dropper. Redstone? Oh, you need redstone. You need cobblestone, a bow and arrow, a bow,
and red. What's the name? So that's what redstone. We need to look for.
We gotta go find redstone. Butler, go ahead. You were saying?
No, I wouldn't say a good topic, but a decent topic.
Just so that's what first talking. Ugh. Don't know why phase though. That's the only reason why I'm thinking like Nick Merckx going to phase, bro. That kind of confused me.
I don't think FaZe is a bad clan overall. I just have never been appealed to their clan, you know.
Like, I get all this fucking talk about like how like FaZe is like super big and all this other shit, like. But is it worth that hype, and why just FaZe? Like, he could have joined 100 Thieves with courage.
Jack.
Like, come on, like FaZe. I'm not really hating on him. I'm not really saying anything negative about it. It's just FaZe, like.
It's kind
FaZe
of like
is over. Yeah,
been, like went down because of the whole Tifu situation.
Yeah, like FaZe is like the biggest. The biggest thing. Tim is big, but like he doesn't have to. I wouldn't say he would have to go to another big thing just to get even bigger. Though he is bigger in another kind of way, but I'm not gonna say that. But I wouldn't say I'm not hyped about it. I'm not gonna say I'm not happy about it. I'm happy for it because like it does get Tim more out there like Jack was. Like Tim, like Jack, like yeah, he has a lot of recognition for playing with Ninja and all them. Jack, I think, got famous when he did that whole stream with Mr. Beast. When he was on Mr. Beast's channel, that's how Courage started to get bigger. Right. That's the way I think it. I think he was trying to do the same thing that Jack did, and then once he joined 100 Thieves, that's when it just started to blow. He started to blow up even more. Though then again, he does live in LA, so he does have that LA hype though.
Yeah.
So I would say it was pretty good. It's a right move. Let's see another topic. Saw the trailer. We didn't really talk about it. We saw this trailer, but didn't really talk about it. Talk about it on stream, that is. Ghost Recon Breakpoint. New enemy. Okay. New way of playing Ghost Recon based on like all the past Ghost Recons. One was Future Soldier, the other one is Wildlands, the others have been like a normal Ghost Recon where it's just you're a ghost and you're going around incognito just destroying everything around. But like based on it, does the game seem like it's gonna be a big, I wouldn't say big, would it be how can I put it?
It would be like a solid good game.
A PlayStation or Xbox hit that's like Game of the Year worthy. Game of the Year worthy. That's what I'm looking for. That's the thing I was looking for. Is it a game that's possibly going to be game?
That's going to be Game of the Year.
Is it going to be Game of the Year? Is it going to be?
Yeah, the gameplay that we seen from the trailer, it was amazing. The graphics look amazing, as always with always new games. And for me personally, I played the original Ghost Recon. I was a huge fan of that one. I love that one. I played it on PC, played it on regular Xbox. The other Ghost Recons, could have had a chance to play them, but I've seen gameplay, and I think they're pretty good as well. So I think it's going to be right along with the other Ghost Recons. It's going to be a solid, good game.
Sam, what do you think?
Well, personally, from my own based opinion, I say that, you know, being able to play, not really much of Tom, you know, I'm a big fan of Tom Clancy. I played Ghost Recon Wildlands, of course, with you. We've done some missions that were hardest, you know, harder than shit, but you know, but yeah, I mean, hey man, it really puts you up to the test. So hopefully, like this new breaking point for Ghost Recon, you know, starts a new breaking point, you know, kind of a, it's like a, kind of a new thing that hopefully they do something that will excite the gamer, that makes the gamer feel like it is. And I think it's going to be based off, you know, your skill, like they did with Ghost Recon Wildlands, you know, able to be persuasive and evasive. Kind of playing by your style, go silent, go loud, you know, whatever player you like playing as, you know, they're going to go with that game style the same way they did with Ghost Recon Wildlands. And if they do something like that, you know, that even that will, you know, determine, you know, that actually, let me rephrase that, that will not only determine whether that's Game of the Year, but being Game of the Year worthy, yes, it does have a chance to be Game of the Year, but at the same time, like I said, there's many other games that are going out there, like obviously Borderlands 3 could be Game of the Year. You have Modern Warfare that's coming out being Game of the Year. The Last of Us, the newest one coming out here, that could be Game of the Year. You know, there's a lot of they got a lot of big open fights to go through, but they do, I think every game has a chance to become, right, every game has a chance to become one of the best games of all time, you know. So hopefully, you know, I want to see what game that the players out there, you know, who all play on console, love playing any of the games that we've mentioned recently, about being able to see what they like the most about all the games, and, you know, determine an overall winner. So very excited to see that.
All right.
And then again, they
almost...
could go a different direction with Sand. They could go a totally different direction, and like I said, all depends on how the gameplay is ranked, and then like the reviews and everything, you know. So it could possibly get overlooked. Not gonna say it will be. It just has a possibility that could happen.
Right, and most games could do the same thing. You know, every game has a different feature on any game you play has a different feature to what you would do versus what you wouldn't do in certain games. So it makes it really good for the person that is doing all of the doing all of the working for the gaming and stuff like that, to the major companies. Every game has a different flaw, or a different, you know, some games have flaws to it, some don't. You know, it just all depends on, because every game has a new release, and when it's released, there's always, you know, sometimes there's a little bit of bugs in there, but, you know, that's not something that, you know, the gamers are too worried about. It's more of, is the game going to come out to the way they want their expectations, how their expectations they want the game to come out to be.
Do you think, Stan, for your game, Borderlands 3 coming out this September, make sure you guys get your copy. Do you think your expectations high for the game? Do you think your expectations are going to be met?
You know, like I said, I'm hoping that they're able to be met by the people who have been playing this game for a very long time. Not only for that, being able to realize that, you know, it's a pretty good, you know, game, but I would say personally that I'm not too worried about the way of them being able to determine whether that's going to be, you know, the best game. Like I said, it's all about how they're going to approach the game. But yeah, I definitely am hoping that they can meet the expectations that I've set for the game. Like I said, some games get overhyped a little bit too much, and like I said, I'm a fan geek, so it's kind of my based opinion around whether or not they'll be able to meet my expectations or not. So hopefully they'll come around and realize that, you know, the game's actually going to be a pretty good game. So
Butler, based on let me ask you this question, and I'm asking the same question that I asked San. What game based on what you hear on the news and the trailers that we've seen so far, are you excited for? What game are you excited for? And do you have high expectations for that game? Do you think it's supposed to be? Would it be game of the year worthy? Is it? Are your expectations high with the game that you are? What game? Be honest. What game do you think you're excited for? Do you feel like you're excited for?
Well, you know, me being a fan of the Ghost Recon series, I think Ghost Recon Breaking Point is gonna be. I think it's gonna be really well. I'm thinking I would. I don't know how to put this. Based on the gameplay and from the trailer that we did see, I think it's gonna be very good. I mean, like I said, I can't really put. I'm not really putting like high expectations on it. I'm just gonna be like, hope it's a really good game. You know, about the Sans point, like the whole putting their whole direction. It's kind of like, for example, with his for his game, it's like every new season in Fortnite. Everyone's expecting it to be really good, and you know, some are good. For instance, season 4. Some are flops, just like season 6. To be, for example. So, I mean, we'll have to see. I mean, I think I give the game about a good. This is just my opinion. I think I'd give it 6 months, and with full gameplay, maybe complete the story or whatever the game has to offer, and then I would give my prediction on that game of it being game of the year or not.
Next question.
Sans for Borderlands, yeah, like you said, like I said, I've never played it. I'm gonna try it. I think I might like the game from what Sam has told me, and if, as Sam would say, him being a fan geek for the game, and from his experience for Borderlands, and from all the stuff he's told me about the game, I think it's gonna be really good.
Alright, GBU time, good, bad, ugly. What 3 games out of the 3 games we talked about? Modern Warfare, Borderlands, and Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Good, bad, ugly. Butler, go.
Bad, ugly. If I had to look through all the trailers I've seen, I'm gonna go ahead and put my ugly first. And I'm gonna go ahead and say, I'm gonna have to say Modern Warfare.
And elaborate on that. Elaborate on why Modern Warfare is ugly.
The reason why I say I'm ranking it as ugly for me is because, yet even though it's a new Call of Duty, well, I think it's gonna be like kind of like Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. It's gonna be like that, except that didn't come really. Did it come with a campaign? Refresh my memory.
The what? Which one?
Yeah,
Remastered.
Yeah, it didn't come with a fully entire campaign, but it gave you the original campaign.
For what game? For what game again?
For Modern Warfare Remastered.
For Modern Warfare.
The original campaign for Modern.
Oh yeah, I did. I was doing it for a little bit.
Okay, so and then for that, I think it's gonna be kind of like the same thing, but maybe, just maybe, they might take a different direction. Maybe go through like flashbacks of say like their younger days, what they and what storylines we didn't get to play with, and so that would be my ugly. Bad.
This is your only opinion. No one's gonna get mad. We're good.
Yeah, that's right. From experience-wise, for me, I'm gonna say bad is gonna be Borderlands. That's just because I've no experience playing the game, and I mean, it's just
You kind of,
It's just
you
the
kind of, already
experience
expect it.
lesson.
Yeah, you kind of expect because it's a new game for you. We kind of expect it. And then the good is Breakpoint.
Yes,
All right.
because I've been a big fan. Like I said, a big fan of the Ghost Recon series. Played the original on PC, played it on Xbox. Amazing, loved it, and yeah, that's all I gotta say.
Stand go GBU.
GBU. It's a really tough one.
It's
Like
not.
I said,
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. It's not.
What are you talking about,
This
dude?
man, good,
Three potentially good games.
good,
It's hard to rank them
good
as-
Borderlands.
Good. No, dude. You don't
Good
even understand.
Borderlands.
What'd you say?
Good
Oh, yeah,
Borderlands.
definitely Borderlands.
Yeah, so
man. Like
it's
I
not
said,
really that
big
hard.
fan.
Well, sort
No,
of,
the
because
good,
the bad.
obviously the good is, yeah, you don't know what my bad and ugly is going to be, so you have no idea. You're confused right now, but no, just to get you out of confusion, yes, the good obviously is going to be Borderlands. Big fan, major, you know, things that.
Sam's still a
I'm
big ass
living-
fan geek over
Oh.
Borderlands.
Of course I'm a fan geek of Borderlands. Dude, that was like a childhood game for me. That's all I would play is Borderlands because that's the only game I felt like that I could get, you know, get people to actually play with, and you know, like I said, with the co-op campaign being so, you know, great, it's going to really show a lot of true. It's going to show a lot of true things that I haven't been able to really answer, you know, myself. Like I said, there's so much you can do, like, you know, like they said in the trailers, not everybody has even unlocked. There's no way you have seen all the guns in Borderlands 2 because
Yeah, that is true.
some
That is
guns are,
true.
like,
I've heard.
ultra rare.
I've heard a lot about in the past Borderlands. You have not a lot of. You literally have to look online just to see what all the
weapons
hidden guns there were in the game.
Because there's guns like I'm pretty sure you don't even know about the Minecraft guns that you can get.
No, I didn't. No, I did not know about that.
Yeah, there's a Minecraft thing in the you know, you go to the old sanctuary and
Yeah.
you go to the old sanctuary and you go inside the sanctuary. It's called Sanctuary Hole, and in there there's a little way to get to there, and it's pretty cool, you know, because of the fact that you can get in there and it's like hidden behind a little tunnel area, and boom, it's like right there, so you can't miss it. You can miss it, but at the same time like it's kind of hard to not miss, you know, because it's a cave that looks like Minecraft type texture. So, you know, big thing that I seen a lot of YouTubers put out there was like, yo, like you probably haven't even seen this. You probably walked past it 100 times and, you know, haven't seen it at all. So maybe, you know, it's gonna be more like, it's gonna be pretty awesome. Now, move on to the bad. I'm gonna have to give this one. Let's go ahead and give that to the Ghost Recon. Ghost Recon Breaking Point. Due to the fact of it being one of a good. It's also being one of a great game for co-op. Also being one of a great game for the campaign itself. Not to throw down the campaign for Modern Warfare, but you know, it has a lot of flaws that I've been able to play with, and like I said, being able to play it with you, playing Ghost Recon Wildlands showed me a lot of different type styles you can play as, and what your main objective is in those type of games. It's just basic. It's up to the point. But the only thing that I could see a flaw about that game, you know, is that the fact that like I haven't been able to play as much as you know some people do play it on a daily. So I don't know exactly what I'm expecting out of the game, but most likely it'll probably come out to be a very good game. It's just I'm not ready for it, so that's kind of the bad thing. The ugly, of course, I'm gonna have to give it to Modern Warfare. The only reason why the multiplayer is I don't personally like multiplayer. I think multiplayer just makes people rage quit. It has a lot of flaws. Gosh darn it, it has a lot of flaws to it. So I'm not personally hyped about the multiplayer, but definitely the co-op and the campaign is something to be really hyped for. So
I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. All right, we're going with Modern Warfare coming out October 25th, 2019. Borderlands 3 coming out September 8th, 2019. Breaking Point coming out November 2019. Alright, we're gonna go with our top 3. If we had to rank top 3 out of the 3 games, what would your order be? San, go.
it's like kind of asking the same question on Good, Bad, Ugly. Number 1, of course, is going to be Borderlands. Number 2 is going to be I'm going to give it to Breaking Point, and number 3, obviously, I'm going to give it to Modern Warfare.
So yeah, that's kind of the same question. Butler, go.
Pretty much the same thing as Santa said, but my order's gonna be a little bit different. And you know, like Forrest said before, this is our own personal listing. So if you do kind of like take this kind of serious, I mean, apologies. But for me, number 1, I think it's gonna be Ghost Recon Breaking Point. Number 2, Borderlands 3. And then number 3 is Modern Warfare.
Alright, we're gonna move on. We're gonna play real or fake. Butler, you're up first. San, you're second. Here's the question. Real or fake? GTA 6, go.
I think it has the potential to be it has the potential. So I'm gonna have to go with real. Because, you know, it's even though we did get, you know, Red Dead Redemption 2 not too long ago, about a year, approximately, almost.
It was about a year ago. Came out around this time, around the summer.
And then you know, with GTA 5 coming out in 2013, it's been a long time since we've gotten a GTA game, and I think we have a potential of getting a GTA 6.
Alright.
It's full potential.
Sen, what are your thoughts?
For this one, I'm gonna have to say that I feel like it's just a throw up, like someone basically implementing that the game actually is gonna have potential to be real, not to be, you know, not to say that it doesn't have potential to be a real game. It's just more like, I think Rockstar makes way too much money off of GTA 5 right now. So, you know, what's the point of them making GTA 6 if they've already been making so much money off of that one? So, and I think if I'm correct that the Rockstar had announced that they probably won't be making a GTA 6 anytime soon. So you'll have to be like patient with Rockstar right now. You know, of course, with them making Red Dead Redemption about a year ago, they're still working on those servers to get them fixed and stuff like that, all the bugs that are in there and stuff. So I'm just gonna have to give it a fake, just only due to the fact that, you know, we have no idea what's going on with Rockstar and what they're doing with their servers. But GTA 5 being as big as it is already, I don't think it's gonna be any time soon that they're gonna be making that game. So.
Maybe probably next
fake.
5 years down the line, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I wouldn't, because like saying, I'm kind of iffy on it. I would say fake too, because based on the whole like thing, Rockstar did say it's little to none with the whole GTA 6, but they did with the release of Red Dead Redemption 2 just recently, the servers for Red Dead have not for online RDR online have not been honestly released yet, based on the fact that based on the fact that it just came out and they're still charging on paying for their online services. So
Right.
shit. Yeah, I would say I'm going with fake because just with the release of RDR of like a good few minutes ago, like a good minute ago. I don't think they're ready to move on, and like you said, they do make hella lot of money on
Oh yeah.
they make a whole lot of money on GTA 5. Like if you really think about it, they probably made over a billion, honestly, on copy, on their sales, buy of their shark cards. So I don't think they're planning on making a GTA 6 until GTA 5 is like completely gone. Like looking back at it,
hardly anybody plays on it. Basically.
yeah, looking back at it, last time I tried to get on a GTA 4 server, not a 5. A
Right.
GTA 4 server, the servers it took a good like 5 years for them to start to do that, so yeah, I'm going fake.
Right.
Alright, that
And then again, I could go either way because for if I were to say false, it's because with all these YouTubers out there talking about, oh, they got their early releases stuff, they're probably just giving people fake hope for GTA 6, you know, getting everybody hyped for no reason for it. So
yeah,
I
and
could go either
if
way.
you think, yeah, you're right. If you look up online, there is a they for GTA 5 they have the no pixel gaming, the gaming servers that I've told you guys about. I don't know if you remembered, but those are hella like popular on Twitch right now. Those are really
That
popular
and the what is it? What is it? Like they do like the real life skits or something on there.
Oh, the
like
role playing, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's also very popular as well because I see constant videos of how they people act like policemen and stuff like that. So
Yeah, so I wouldn't think anytime soon that they're gonna come out with it. Next game after I'm thinking after Modern Warfare, is there real or fake? Is there any chance with the release of Modern Warfare that we're gonna get a Modern Warfare 2 remastered?
I'm gonna have to say if well, and then again, we don't know what this game's gonna offer.
We don't know what this
or
game's gonna offer yet, but like this is like a
So-
this is a future. I wouldn't say hypothesis, a future prediction. Well, prediction is a hypothesis. So I'm stupid.
Depending on how the game goes, I'm on the fence. Like I said, the same thing with GTA 6. I'm on the fence. I could go with real because, you know, if the game does well and you know, or if the game goes bad, they could possibly, you know, make up for it with a remaster of Modern Warfare 2. And if, you know, it does good, you know, they could have 2 Call of Duty games up with servers up at the same time. So I mean we already do with multiple Call of Duty games, but I mean, you know, with 2 very good games, people could alternate between both of the games. And then I could go with fake because of the fact that, you know, it's been what? When did Black Ops 4 come out? Like late 2017?
Black Ops 4? Yeah, Black Ops 4? Black Ops 4 came out this past 2018, this past summer.
Oh, it was this past summer?
It was this past summer.
And then, and you know, it's for instance, just like that, you know, if since how it did come out this past summer, they have like it's been what close to a year since the games came out now.
Yeah.
So I think they should give a little bit more time, and then decide to make a game. I mean, yeah, it's nice to have these ideas to come out with release trailers, but
Yeah.
I think they could give a little bit more time on games. You know, kind of like how everybody was ready to move on from World War II, saying how it was really bad. They wanted Black Ops 4 really bad, but in my opinion, they could. I think they could at least wait about maybe a year and a half at least. Give another 6 months on the game. You know, see how it goes. So.
Stay and go.
Well, like I said, for Modern Warfare 2 becoming a remaster, let's just go ahead and give it. I say let's go ahead and give it some time. Like I said, I'm kind of neutral right now with that. Not only just being neutral because of the fact that I'm just like clueless on whether or not they'll do it. But like, give it some time so Modern Warfare comes out, like you said, comes out this October. You said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Correct.
October
So,
25th.
Coming up is.
Alrighty. So, like I said, let's go ahead and give that some time to make its first appearance, and give it let's say give it about a good 3 to 6 months to actually make itself. Make it look like it's, you know, it's going to be
kind of give it like it themselves an identity of what the game is.
And like Butler said before, right, and I truly believe what Butler said was right too. Like, you know, that, you know, you can't, you don't know what's coming with this game. You know, like we all don't know what they're going to do with this sort of manner of this game. So we got to give it some time to let it. First of all, we got to let it, you know, open itself up. Let them
develop like a personality. It's like, you know, kind of like that thing.
Like I said, when most of the game testers, when they come out and release, when they first give out some insight on the game, we'll have more in-depth knowledge on what we're planning to do with this game. Just not only that, but as well as it being one of those games where like you'll have more time to really put your interest into it. So, like I said, just let's give it some time. But I'm gonna go ahead and give it a fake for now.
Fake. All right. Next, final question for real or fake. Real or fake? Now that we've all finished Division 2, is there any chance of a Division 3? Butler, go. Actually, Sam go, because Butler went first last time.
Yes. And not only because of that, the Black Tusk just invaded. So, and we finally figured out that that more of the people that there's more cities that are being invaded, because obviously, as it showed before the Black Tusk invaded, it showed that there was more cities that you should be evaded. So like I said, there's definitely, yes, that's a real. I'm gonna give that a big real. So
alright, Butler, go.
Catch in the next couple of years, 3-4 years.
3 or 4 years. What hold on, let me look at the series real quick. The Division had came out. The first division, the Division had came out, I believe,
2014.
2014.
Does it? You might want to have to Google that. I don't.
Yeah,
remember.
let me.
I know the Division came out this year.
I'm looking it up right now. The Division had came out. It came out 2015 actually, and then the Division 2 had just came out
2019.
This past year, 2019.
So that's a 5-year span.
So I would probably give it another 5 years, depending on how they do on DLC, like the first Division did. So So yeah, Boliga.
I think I have to go with that's a very possible real because you know, just like what Sam said, I full-heartedly agree on what Sam said there. That you know the Black Tusk have invaded and we have a new enemy. So I mean, right now we're just getting a glimpse. We've only got what 9 missions plus like 3 strongholds, something like that.
Four strongholds.
Yeah. So we got 4
No,
strongholds.
no spoiler for those who haven't finished the campaign, the first part of the campaign of the Division 2.
But yeah, then we could go more in depth on the Black Tusk in Division 3 if Tom Clancy does decide to come out with another Division game. So yeah, so we haven't really learned a whole lot about them. We're only getting like I said, kind of like a glimpse. We're getting the second half of the campaign to the Division 2, getting a glimpse of it, and it could go more in depth into Division 3, or it could go a whole new direction. Come up with a new enemy to face in Division 3, but I think it's very possible for Division 3.
Division, yeah, because I'm going with real on this one because if you think about it, I don't fucking remember, but in the first division our enemies were the cleaners. There's a second one. What was his name? What were their names? With the cleaners. Because we didn't have to worry about fucking factions. Hold on.
It's more like you were worried about the enemies. They were like infected with some type of virus.
No, it was the cleaners, I just had the other ones in my head. It was rogue agents.
Yep, rogue agents. You had the ones that were psychos. You didn't have to worry about the suicide bombers until the Division 2. Those were kind of a first come type deal. You just face a lot of different enemies, honestly. I don't really know names per se, but I'm pretty sure if you looked it up online, you probably would figure it out.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Speaking of which, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, I was playing Mario Kart 8 while I was playing GTA earlier today. I have a Nintendo. I have a Wii U, by the way.
Cool.
You got Wii U?
No, I have a Switch.
Hey man, wish you had the Wii U and Mario Kart 8. I'll race you.
Bro, that'd be fucking lit.
Would be.
Anyways. Yeah, back to what we were saying. The enemies were crazy. I think it possible real because it's gonna put more into the question of what the hell are the Black Tusk, where'd they come from, and I feel like honestly, if I'm gonna put a prediction pin, I would say Black Tusk took over like a major city. I'm going Los Angeles.
Hold on 1 second, guys.
I'd have to say LA because it's like one of the biggest hotspots on the planet.
Yeah, I would say, considering they're named the Black Tusk, I would say they did come from Los Angeles, migrated across the whole East Coast, taking over everything. But then, like, you basically are a different division agent in Los Angeles, trying to take out the like main place, the Black Tusk headquarters. this is just a prediction. Keep this in mind. Take out the Black Tusk headquarters in Los Angeles, disabling them in Division 3, disabling them, their controls, and then like they get kicked out, and then it does the same thing. I feel like the Division 3 would do the same thing that the Division 2 did, whereas the other factions, whatever factions, the other enemy factions that they're possibly going to put in the game are taken over by the other, or the Black Tusk takeover, are getting taken over by the other factions, and then you do the same thing like you're doing in Division 2 and try to recapture everything from, just so you can make it more of a division controlled place. Yeah, so I would say it's a big ass reel. It could probably, I wouldn't say, we'd just have to wait until like, we'll just have to wait to see if Ubisoft gets that in their system. Correction, it was a good 3 years ago the other the Division 1 and 2 were released. It was released March of 2016. The Division 1 created by Ubisoft, Tom Clancy's The Division, and then the Division 2 was released early January this year. No, early it was April. I'm thinking because it was April. Yeah, it was April. No, was it February, Butler?
Hold on, let me look it up. Pretty sure it was.
I think it was February.
That's not it.
No, it was released in March.
Oh, it was. March
2019. I think it was March. It was around St. Patrick's Day. It was around St. Patrick's Day. But yeah, it was released 3 years ago around this time, and did really good on it could possibly be another big reel. Moving on, now that we got the other two, now that we have 2 people gone so far, it's just me and Butler right now. I think we're about like 2 hours into stream. We're just talking, putting up topics. I am next topic on the list. Butler, real or fake? Oh, that was the last question for real or fake. I'm stupid. On to the next.
Say category.
So not different category. We'll move into a little bit of the video game, esports, sports stuff. Butler, do you think? Not what do you think? It's 2K. I'm going 2K20. 2K20 cover athlete.
2K20 cover athlete. Well, there was a leak not too long ago. I just read it on YouTube. Someone had put a tweet out, and I think they're supposed to be sponsoring at A3. They have Dwayne Wade on the Legend Edition.
On the Legend Edition of
2K20.
2K20, but wasn't who's the did they have a Legend Edition this one? They had LeBron as their Legend Edition this year, huh?
Yeah.
So,
well, their Gold Edition or whatever.
Yeah. So they got Butler just read a tweet a few days ago, and it had said that the 2K cover athlete could possibly be Dean Wade for the Legend Edition of 2K20.
Yeah, like I said, they haven't came out with the official release of the game. They don't have a. They don't have a
good cover athlete for the beginning, for the original version of the game. This past year they had Giannis Antetokounmpo, and then they had LeBron James on their Legend Edition. So And they don't know for a fact who their cover athlete's going to be for this upcoming 2K20, but they know the legendary edition. It's Dwayne Wade.
I mean, it looked well. I could send you a picture of what someone did, of what they said the Legend Edition could possibly look like. Okay. $20. Okay, this was a day ago. I'm gonna send you the picture of what the Legend Edition cover could possibly look like.
Alright, go ahead and send it through. We're gonna take a short intermission, possibly turn off our mics just so we can recalibrate.
There it is.
Alright, we just got the picture, the tweet from Butler.
That's not the full image, that's just what, for the cover athlete picture.
Yeah, the cover athlete does could possibly be.
It looks legit.
It looks legit,
but
that it's Dwayne Wade. But
then again, 2K has never done this to the point where they've never released it like 3 months early for the cover.
yeah, they
athletes.
kind of they wait till
before.
around the time the release of the game. So
I mean, yeah, it does look legit, but I mean, we just won't know.
won't know until they come out with it.
Right.
We'll
They could literally
go.
totally sideline us and like put someone, say like, just an example out there, like they could like put Reggie Miller, for example.
They could
on
put.
there.
They could put if it does happen, which I highly doubt it was because I'm a Golden State fan. They could put Kawhi, but if it does happen, they could put Kawhi Leonard. Because there's a lot of things they can do. Yeah, we won game 2, hopefully. If we stick with it.
Said
Yeah,
earlier, the Raptors are controlling it right now.
no, it's
the Raptors
85.
do.
It's 85-62 or 60-76.
Oh, wow. Damn.
I want to tap. I don't want to watch the game. I just want to see the score, or not the score, the box scores. So I want to see. Where's that nigga? Bro, Boogie's played 18 minutes and 7 points. That man's a god. Here he has 6 rebounds. Draymond's literally about to get another double-double. Or triple-double. I'm stupid.
That's the third quarter, down by 10.
Yep. Let's switch up to another gaming topic. We'll go to the Nintendo field now that we're switching off of Sony and talking about the video games over there. Butler, do you think, and feel free to just, if you don't know much, you could use your phone and look up anything on Twitter. If you guys are tuning in or watch this video, make sure you guys like and subscribe to my channel for more content like this or other content. Make sure you subscribe to DGarv. He is Butler 21 Chicago in PlayStation Network. We play anytime we are free.
Right.
If you guys want to join us anytime we play a game, just let us know. We will consider it possibly. Make sure you subscribe to San_Gaming HD, so he can gain more confidence and be courageous, because we all know he can do it. And then he has started about it. So if you guys do see this, make sure you subscribe to San_Gaming. He would greatly appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe to anybody else who's linked in the featured channels. I'm just not gonna say the name because I don't feel like it. But on to on to Butler, on to Nintendo. Do you believe Butler? Do you believe Nintendo could possibly be what? How do I put this? Be in collaboration with Sony at any time. Do you believe that?
Is it a rumor that's been leaked, or
It's been rumored that they are considering partnering, just like Microsoft and Sony did. Look at us, but it does seem like a big picture. It might be possible.
I would have to say it's like you said, it's very possible, but I mean, I didn't play really much of the Nintendo. I played probably the closest I've done was probably the original Nintendo DS and the 3DS. That's about it. Never played on the Switch. I want to, because of Mario Kart and a couple other games that I just don't want to mention. But yeah, I think there could be a partnership between them in the near future.
Do you think that wouldn't say like would it improve the age of cross-platform gaming, or would it, like, back to that topic?
Oh, it would definitely improve, because how when we were talking about cross-platform gaming, it would greatly improve them. They would get I think they get a lot more recognition, because if they were to decide to partner with Sony's big on PlayStation, and so they would get a whole lot of recognition, because for instance, one of the most popular cross-platform gaming games is Fortnite. They're cross-platforming on every single, well, not every single, but I'd say all of the.
No, I would say every single. I would say every single, because I would personally. I don't know if you would, but I would say every single, because they are on mobile. They are on Xbox, PC, not Nintendo. The small gaming systems for Nintendo, no, but the big one, Switch, maybe the Wii U. I don't know. I haven't for sure. But they are like big. They are big in the cross-platforming. But Butler, you were saying?
But yeah, I like I said, there's a huge. I think there's a high possibility that they could partner up.
Whose possibility being like they could do like tournaments where people play as Switch users, Xbox users. They switch from their normal gaming gaming console. I feel you. Alright, other shit in E3 news coming up. We got Dying Light 2. Bust, Big'em or bust?
I've never played Dying Light, but I've seen my brother play it, and he says it seems like a really good game. From what I've seen him do, I've seen him and Aaron play it. I think it's got a possibility to be a really good game. They just, what was it, not so long ago they had a DLC come out for it?
Yeah, big. We'll call this segment Big Deal or Bust. For Dying Light 2.
I think it's gonna be a big one.
Oh, excuse me.
Because since the new DLC came out for Dying Light, there's a very high possibility for Dying Light 2. And I think it's gonna be just as good as the original Dying Light from where I've seen gameplay online. So yeah, that's my prediction. You wouldn't happen to have your freaking map on you, because I don't know where the shit I'm at.
Where'd you go? Weren't you behind me? I don't have my map on me. Don't you have your map?
Fuck. No.
Did you lose it?
No, I just didn't bring it with me.
Let me look on the map then, just to be sure. Didn't mean to put that there. Yeah, you were right behind me. I didn't know you weren't like walking with me. Where'd you put it?
There should be one in my chest. Either that or I think there's one in everybody's chest.
Seb probably has his, but I don't know where he's at.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But,
Ooh.
let's see, what else is in the E3 news? Oh, here's a good game. Though, it has nothing to do with, well, it has everything to do with gaming, it just doesn't have anything to do with the topic we're about to be on. One of the games that's gonna highlight, E3 this, year, we're gonna have, they're gonna have, Star Wars Jedi Force Order. Fallen Order. I'm stupid. Fallen Order. Fallen Order. So, big deal or bust. Just based on knowledge, do you think is it gonna be good or is it gonna be bad, brother? I'm gonna try to come find you. You were behind me, weren't you?
Mhm.
You have your map on you. It's not in the chest, just to let you know. But go ahead.
From recent reviews of the most recent Star Wars games. Like, there was one that it was like really bad. Wasn't it Battlefront or something like
Battlefront?
That was really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. And then I think it's kind of, they started a trend with the Star Wars games. So, I mean, I don't know what, like we said before, we don't know what the games are supposed to offer us. So, I'm gonna think, this is my prediction. I'm gonna have to go with a bust.
Bust.
I think it's because of the reputation that their games have been given so far.
Brother, where are you? I don't even know where you're at. I don't have the map, so I can't. If you're near water, just if you have wood and you're near water, just build a boat and stay out there. Just don't get found by a skelly. Wait. You're red. I thought I just saw the red name tag. It was actually something else, but you said bust. Just based on the knowledge of past Star Wars games, right? You said?
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah, I feel you. What other games? They had FIFA 20. They had The Sims. They got Apex coming with that's the EA conference time. We're going to Xbox. Apex is going with the Xbox conference. Oh, just based off knowledge for us, because I'm pretty sure we've all played these past games, but upcoming for Xbox that's coming out, the two big games for Microsoft are Halo Infinity and Gears 5. For Gears 5, big deal or bust? Big 'em or bust?
Based off from my knowledge of that series, I've never played the games, but I've seen from videos where they are it's a pretty good series from videos that I've watched on YouTube. So I'm gonna have to go with, you know, since how the series reputation, just like the other one, it's the series reputation. I think it's gonna be a big one.
Big M.
And
You said,
then, well, the other one, Halo.
yeah, Halo.
Never played Halo. I wish I would have,
Hey, you found out with him.
but from I've seen where, you know, I've seen a couple videos on Halo, and from reviews of the series, I think what was it? Halo Reach or Halo 4 or something like that. They were really, really good.
Mm.
So, like I said, for just like for the other ones, I have to see what the game's gonna offer. But I'm gonna say, from the series reputation, it's gonna be a big one as well.
Big M. Alright, we're on to the Bethesda conference. We got we have people numerous issues for Fallout 76. Fallout 76 big them a bust based on their reputation with the game right now and gameplay that you have seen. Butler, is it a big 'em? Is it going to be another big 'em at E3, or is it going to be a bust at E3? Though it has already came. You believe big 'em?
Definitely a big one. I've seen Sand streamer at least once, and from what I've seen for the brief gameplay I've seen, it looks really good.
Despite
And
the numerous issues that have happened to that game, that has happened with that game, yeah.
right.
Other games coming with Bethesda. Starfield and the Elder Scrolls 6, along with the only game that's confirmed to be for this conference is Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal, Butler. Big 'em or bust at E3 based on, you've seen the trailer for Doom Eternal, right?
Actually, no, I haven't.
You have not seen the
No, I'm gonna look it up actually.
Yeah, watch the trailer before. Make sure you just you mute yourself when you watch it, please. But watch the trailer and then come back. We're gonna take a brief pause while Butler watches the trailer, and we'll be right back with these commercials.
Okay.
Everybody back? Welcome back. We're having a good day so far. Everybody doing good. I'm just messing around. There's a motherfucking creeper.
Interesting gameplay for Doom Eternal. That's the concepts I loved. I love the concepts for their concept ideas, and then from the little gameplay, I still haven't even finished the video. They have a 25-minute video for the official gameplay reveal. It looks amazing. This is this like the new series they're gonna do, or is this like still part of the Doom series?
It's still part of the Doom series.
Okay, so wow. Not a tough question, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say this is a big one. Definitely. I love the gameplay that they had released. I think this is gonna be a really good game.
You want a big one?
Yeah.
Really big. I think it would be a big one too. Based on just the Doom series in general, has been like phenomenal. So yeah, big one would be the logical answer to this.
Right.
We'll hold off right here until Sam gets back so I can ask him the same questions, just so we can get his opinion on this too. Hold on, let me call him. And we're back. Say I haven't gotten back yet?
No, not yet. Were you able to talk to him?
No, I called him and he didn't answer. I think he's busy. But I'll just remember. I know we were talking about Doom. We had Doom Eternal. We had 2 other games. I know I have them on my list, though, so I'll come back to them. Where did we leave off? We left off at Bethesda. So we're on to Devolver. No one knows who that is. Upload VR. PC gaming. Because they're going to come out with some games. Limited run. Those are PS Vita fans. But Ubisoft, here we go. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is already out. We got Steep Trials, For Honor. We've already talked about Breakpoint. Oh, we got one. We got a game. 2 games actually. Splinter Cell, the new Splinter Cell game. Big or bust, based on your knowledge.
Okay. This is a tough one. So based on my knowledge, I have personally not played played this series. And what Splinter Cell are they on? 2. Are they on like
Splinter Cell? I think we're on like the 5th. No, I'm thinking Siphon. I'm thinking Siphon Filter. So we're on the 3rd.
Okay, so I haven't really followed this series. I don't really know the story behind it, but if have the previous 2 games been really good?
Yeah, based on my knowledge, because I played it on like PS2 and all that other shit. It was really, really good. I like the concept behind it and the graphics. The gameplay was hella good because it was you as like a secret agent stealthily taking out targets one by one while achieving your target. You basically had to make critical thinking decisions to actually fight your way through the game. So yeah, it was really good.
Okay, so stealth takedowns. That's probably, I like doing that. I like being stealthy, so I would say it's gonna be a big one. So I might consider getting this game as well because it sounds like it's something that's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, most Splinter Cell games, along with Siphon Filter too. Siphon Filter and Splinter Cell games, those 2 are like the major stealth games where you have to make delicate decisions or you fuck up the whole mission and you gotta go loud or your mission will fail. But it just gives a good like background knowing you're like this badass secret agent doing some badass shit, bro, while staying quiet and no one's knowing. It's beyond crazy. And then we have Watch Dogs 3.
Ooh, okay, now we're getting into something.
Big or bust.
This one, okay. So Zach's played Watch Dogs and Watch Dogs 2. If he gets Watch Dogs 3, I think I might start playing the game. I watched Vanos and I believe Wildcat play it. It looks like a pretty fun game. You know, do some gets interesting clips, do some extra stunts and stuff. I think it's gonna be a big one, in my opinion.
A big one?
Just from the gameplay I watched on Vanos' channel, I think it's gonna be very, very good.
For you watched the on Vanos channel, he did Watch Dogs and Watch Dogs 2, I believe.
I think he did both of them. Either that or he just did Watch Dogs. I think I don't know. I think he did both of them.
Probably. And then Wildcat. Shout out to those two big YouTube content creators. Yeah, I played a little bit of the first Watch Dogs. And I completely liked it. And then I watched Greg, and I played a little bit of Watch Dogs 2, and I hella liked it. So I'm gonna go bust, and here's the reason why. Just the gameplay in general, bro. Like, you're just a hacker. It's like a GTA based game, but with just like with some badass other features. Like in GTA, you get to missions that can earn you money. You get to do whatever you want, kill whatever you want, escape the cops whenever you want. It's a crazy game. Shout out to that game, GTA 5 Online. Just Watch Dogs gives you a better feeling of you're in a life of an actual hacker, and like you're able to hack literally everything you're standing around that is electronic. So it's just an overall great game that like you just have to enjoy immensely. So that'd be the only reason why. That wouldn't be the only reason. There are numerous reasons why it would be a big one, but that's like the main one that like comes to mind, because it's Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs is a crazy Ubisoft game, and I am kind of really excited they're gonna announce that. Where's my phone? Where did I just put this bitch? Oh, it's right here.
Did you say bust earlier? I thought you said bust.
No, I said Bigum.
Oh, okay. Just making sure, because I thought I heard bust. I was like, wait, he's talking about bust. He's talking about something negative, but
no, it was a Bigum.
I don't think I don't know if there's any cons to the game. I've seen, like I said, I've only seen people play it. I've seen Zach play it, and that's about it. I've never actually played the game myself. It's because I didn't really get interested, but I seen Zach play, and I was like, seems like an interesting game.
Yeah, for real.
I just never got to the point of me wanting to play the game.
Yeah, next on the topic, I think this is the final topic. We're into the E3 experience 2018. Oh wait, this is their absence. They're not gonna be at E3, okay. The PlayStation experience, E3 experience. The reason being they're not gonna be at E3 is third-party games shown there to be released on PlayStation, such as Final Fantasy VII Remake. So I guess they don't want to show the same shit over and over again. But yeah, that's our in that segment, Bigum or Bust. So it's 7:39 over here in where I live, and it is
10:30 over here.
It's 10:30 over where Butler is, and it is 9:30, 9:40 probably now over where Sand lives.
Yeah, it's 9:39.
But if they were to talk about Final Fantasy, I never played Final Fantasy. I've never been interested in Final Fantasy. I thought it was. I'm not gonna be like negative here, but I just wasn't really interested in the series.
Yeah, you never really. A lot of gamers don't really get like caught up. Oh my god, get caught up with the Final Fantasies, just because it's different than most.
Right.
Hey, there's trees that spawn.
It's different than most
Right.
most games. It's a strategy based game where you have to make the crucial decision in the end. But of course it's gonna be like broadcast all over. Sin, we were playing Big'em or Bust. Big deal. It's basically big deal or bust. But
Big. Is it? You
like a
said
big
bigger
deal,
bus?
bigger bust, bigger bust, Big'em.
Okay.
We started off early. We went with what was our first one? Our first one was, I know we weren't in. We were talking about. If we go back to the top of my list, we were in EA. We were talking about Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Is it a big deal or a bust? Based on your knowledge of old Star Wars games that aren't the Lego one, like Star Wars Battlefront, the EA Star Wars Battlefronts, like the Star Wars Battlefront 1, or EA Star Wars, the Star Wars Battlefront 1, both of them.
Yeah, I played both. Just based off my knowledge,
Based on your
I'll
knowledge.
probably say I'll give it just I'll probably give it a bust because of the
Bust.
fact that I'm pretty sure it's a single player campaign game. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm assuming based on it says it's Star Wars
Okay.
Jedi, so
I haven't been able to really play that game, but I'm gonna go ahead and give it a bust because honestly, I'm not into the big Star Wars fantasy type thing game. But if I was, probably would. I probably would have more knowledge in depth with that, but I really don't have much to say about it.
Okay. Moving on from EA to Xbox. We're just reiterating what we were going over. 2 games coming out with Xbox. Bigger bust. Gears 5.
Oh. Oh, you
And
want
the
me to say bigger?
so just a bigger bust for Gears 5 for this is the first game. The second game is Halo Infinite.
Big on the G5 and bust on the new Halo.
You wanna? Would you like to elaborate on that, please? Just so we get the viewers like interested a little bit.
If someone happens to view this, you know. So.
Yeah, just so people
Gears of
just.
War,
You know.
always been a good game. I personally liked it. It also has a very good, unique dialogue for the story. So that gives you a good input on what is to come with G5. So it's a really big. The new Halo, you know, like Halo 4 was kind of overhyped. So I'm probably gonna just give that a bust due to the fact that it was kind of the newer Halos seem like they've been more of a bust than actually being as good as people talk about. So. But yeah,
Alright.
I don't really have much to say about that.
Alright, that's good. Alright, on to the Bethesda. I don't know if you know, but creators of Fallout.
Bethesda?
Bethesda.
Yeah.
Starfield and Elder Scrolls 7, those were some trailers to look at for the Bethesda I'm sorry, Game Studios conference on these are topics at E3 that are conferences at E3 that they're going to go over. But the bigger buzz for Doom Eternal, you've seen the trailer for it, right?
Doom. I know the Doom series now, but not a lot.
Alright,
I
So
literally
pretty.
just I still haven't finished watching the trailer, and I watched about a good 7 minutes of gameplay. It looks cool.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Yeah, I can actually send you the video and have you watch it and then give your thoughts.
mhm.
Let's see. Share button.
just watch the trailer,
Share.
watch the gameplay really quick, and then give your answer. If you want to, you can look up the trailers
There you go.
to the other two games we were talking about. The Gears,
Elder Scrolls
Halo,
7.
the Elder Scrolls 7 that are coming out. That's supposed to be coming out. Take your time. We don't. This is. I'm not stopping the stream until I get down to my our last segment of Final Four.
Final Fantasy 4.
No, Final Four, not Final Fantasy. Final Four. That's our last segment
It
of it.
said Final Fantasy.
That's gonna be the last
Like, wait,
segment of
Final
the day.
Fantasy 4 has been out for like the longest time.
Yeah, it's been out for a hell of a long time. I was playing
Like,
it.
I mean, it's older than us, long time.
Yeah.
Oh, the reason why I built trees over here, by the way, is so we can get more wood. So we'll have an infinite spawn of trees.
Alright, thank you.
You have the link sent to me yet?
Yeah, it should be in your messenger. Send it to you
Okay.
personally.
Alright,
What?
just a heads up.
You
Just
based it.
mute. I was trying to get a hold of you because we're trying to finish our set. We're trying to finish the segment we were on earlier. That's only why.
Hold on, I'll mute
God,
myself, hold up.
yeah, please, just so we don't get this thing copyrighted.
Ooh, we could do a movie topic.
Alright, we'll add a segment then.
Okay. We'll wait for him to come back and then give his final thoughts on Doom.
Yeah, and then we'll go into the final four for games, and then we'll go into movies. And then I'll end the stream then in a few. There goes my fucking pickaxe.
And how long you been streaming for?
I don't know.
Check real quick, hold up.
You should mute yourself.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, that I just turned on my phone. On my phone media turned all the way down. Oh, I wish it would say. It doesn't really say. Fuck. Two hours at least.
2 hours?
Yep.
Oh, there you are.
Oh. The heck did I just catch? Ooh, boots. I think it's been a while since we've heard a soundtrack on here. Been like very quiet on this game.
Mm-hmm.
Warriors lead Raptors 106 to 104. I was gonna look up. Shit. Wait a minute, your weak randomness 1 video. I thought, wasn't it weak in randomness? That it was the one that got copyrighted?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no way, hold up. No? I have it right here. It's weekend randomness.
No, it got
1.
it got just copyrighted.
Oh,
That's
it's
right.
showing you in the making of the videos. That's it. Hmm. Oh, now I know what I was gonna go look up. I need to go look up the score at the game. Oh no! Warriors won by 5. It was 109 to 104. Damn. Draymond Green almost had another triple-double. He's 1 assist shy. Curry and Clay really came to work. They had 48 points combined. Oh, Draymond Green 17 and Boogie's 11 and 10.
Yeah, Boogie came back. He was ready to work.
Leonard, on the other hand, had Whoa! Kawhi Leonard had 34 and 14 rebounds.
That man was grabbing shit like it was his fucking life.
Bro, and then to back him up was Fred VanVleet 17 points. Lowry only had 13. And Siakam had 12.
Alright, I actually don't honestly know where placed me in, but thank you for making me live.
You're
But
welcome.
anyways, watched a little bit of the Doom thing. I honestly think it looks really good. Graphics are pretty good. The dynamics of the game looked pretty amazing just from what I've seen. The way the game style is played is pretty cool. Like I said, I've played like one Doom game, and it was pretty good. So I give it a big for this new one that's coming out, especially for all the Doom fans.
Alright. After that, we're on to
Finally, the Final Four.
no, Ubisoft.
Damn it.
Ubisoft, okay.
Ubisoft, 2 big games, new games are coming out that seem to take up the 2 big spots about one of the big 3 spots that they have. Attention grabbers. One of the games is Splinter Cell. Big 'em or bust, based on the knowledge of all of your past games.
Splinter Cell is actually a pretty good game. So I'm definitely gonna give that a big compared to most of the games that I've played throughout the entire Splinter Cell series. It's definitely gonna be a big.
And then the other game, the second game, taking up one of the 3 spots at E3 for Ubisoft, is Watch Dogs 3.
Oh, they're already into motion with Watch Dogs 3?
Yes, sir.
Oh, definitely I was a big Watch Dogs fan, so I
Please,
didn't ever
please
get to play the
elaborate.
second one. I haven't been able to play the second one, but I heard that one was pretty good. Hopefully here soon that they'll bring it out to the store for free, or maybe I could get a copy of it for pretty cheap. So big.
Big. All right, on to the next. On to the next. We got Square Inc. Final Fantasy VII Remake. Don't really have to talk about that.
Big. Very great game.
That is
It's a lot of patience.
it. We're on to Final Four.
Okay, hold on. I gotta go use the restroom. My stomach hurts.
All right,
Hey,
we'll be back with these after the short break.
Wow. Ooh. No way. They have a free exclusive neon skin in Fortnite. Hmm.
was you waiting for your toasting thing to get done? Out of the toaster?
Oh,
They popped up.
popped up probably a long time ago. I'll probably go and get them in a minute. Right back.
I still don't even remember when I got this enchanted fishing hook, fishing rod, but
We're back.
not yet. I don't know where we're saying this.
Oh. Why didn't you even say he had to go?
To the bathroom. I'm hungry again, but I don't know what to go get.
No, me Pop Tart. Makes it even better. Blueberry Pop Tarts.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab some food.
Alright.